This is a law that goes back to way back to sort of British English, Old English law, when the British realized, or the English at that time realized that alcohol was a big seller, a big profit producer. They also realized that along with selling it came a lot of problems. People were leaving taverns and getting in fights, destroying property, all the normal things that are associated with alcohol. So the British came up with regulation. They called it Dram Shop Laws. And dram is a unit of measurement of liquid. So these are dram shops, they're really essentially taverns, whereby they said if you're going to be permitted the license to profit from this industry, alcohol, you're going to be held accountable for the foreseeable consequences of doing that when you serve somebody that's knowingly intoxicated too much, and those being damages to somebody's property or person. That's where the law originated, and it was carried over to the United States, and most states have this law. So the message for a bartender would be, you know, if you're a bartender, I think you have a pretty good idea of when your patrons have had too much. And you probably also have a pretty good idea of which of your patrons are driving, and therefore maybe there should be a lower standard, right? You know, maybe if you're the bartender and somebody's at a level of intoxication, but you know they're taking a cab home, you let them have another one. And you know, this guy's taking a cab home, or his friend is driving him home, or he's getting in a subway. Okay, but if that person you know is driving, or you suspect is driving, or you ask and you know is driving, then you've got to act accordingly, right? So you as the bartender have to know that you have some responsibility, because your bar, and then to some degree you, are profiting from what you're giving them, right? At some point, the individual drinking that much alcohol or drugging or whatever they're doing loses their good sense of where their personal responsibility begins and ends. They no longer have control of their senses at that point. And then if there's somebody else there that does have their wits about them and has some responsibility for that person, they're in a much better position to evaluate what might happen next, right? So that person needs to know that they also have some personal responsibility over that other person because of those particular set of circumstances. In this case, we're talking about serving alcohol.